Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, even the ones that are younger than Aisha, we are here today to bring awareness to integrity and the lack thereof, to bring awareness to honesty and dishonesty. Men and those who are not men, but they have the same parts. Listen, I am here with my friends here, my very special brothers. We got Albie in the house. What's up, Albie? How you doing, brother?
Yo, God bless you, Logic. God bless Life, Chris Claus, and everybody watching.
We got Chris here, who this is very relevant to.
What's up, guys? Salam alaikum.
What's up, man? We got Life in the building. Life, are you home? Are you gonna be on camera, or are you just coming up here to be off camera? Life, what you doing here, man?
I just got off work. He better be on camera.
Yeah, man. You know I'm gonna be on camera, man. Can I get my hat on? Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Come up when you're on camera, man. Don't be coming up to my stream off camera. We don't do that here. Get him out of here, man. Get him out of here. So, guys, if you haven't seen the debate between Central Dawah and Chris Claus last night, it's on the channel. Go ahead and watch it. It's a real comedy show. It's fun. It's funny. Had a good time. Chris wiped the floor with Central Dawah. It wasn't right. It wasn't fair. But you know, things have to be done. Things have to happen. Now, Chris, how do you think that debate went?
Truthfully, probably the worst way that it could have went for Central, and probably the best way it could have possibly went for me.
I see. Albie, you watched that debate? You was watching that debate, right?
I absolutely did.
How do you think it went, man? Just give me your honest opinion, man. Because you know,
hands down. It was just, look, his career is over. Last night was, I mean, I don't know why he even had the ovaries to even ask you for a debate after last night.
Did you say the ovaries?
I mean, honestly.
The ovaries, huh?
The ovaries, man. Now, there's something that we gotta talk about here, guys, because Albie, you're pretty acquainted with Central Dawah on TikTok. You've had a few run-ins with him. You had a few debates with him. What have your run-ins with Central been like, man? And tell us a little bit of the aftermath of these type of things. What have you got gleaned from him? What kind of, debater he is? Does he have the good character of someone who's trustworthy? Or, tell us about your experience with Central Dawah, man.
So in short, right, and I wouldn't say this unless it was true, right? He is a deceiver above deceivers. I mean, he makes Allah look like a choir boy. So when Allah says he's the best of the deceivers, I don't know. This guy is, but he's not even good at it, though.
Yeah.
But then again, neither is Allah. He quotes sources, right, out of context. He does whatever he has to do. It's for him. It's all about it's a show. It's a platform. It's not about anything else. It's not about Dawah. It's not about any of that stuff. But it's just he's a lying snake. I got to be honest with you. And I'm going to call it out as it is. Every time I've debated him or one of his friends, he always comes up and talks about Albie deceived, Albie's cheating, he's using an AI.
He accuses you of cheating, Albie?
He accuses me of cheating, and he's made several videos on that, which even then, the people that he quotes, they're actually talking about him, and he's been caught in this before.
No.
No. And then this other time with Eminem, I'll have to, let me see if I can pull up the video. right? The guy, the genius, is trying to tell me that I cheated. While let me see if I can pull up the video
Let's see
here.
if I can get it on TikTok too myself, because it's on TikTok. I have to sign in and stuff like that. Let me mute this before something starts loud playing. All right. So yeah, he accuses you of cheating.
So in other words, he projects on himself that which he, thinks others are doing. Because he himself does these things, he thinks everybody else is like him and has a similar yeah, beautiful. So this is it, right? Has a similar oops, wrong thing. Yeah. So
Can you send me the link to that? Like, text it to me. Can you text me the link to that?
okay, so I didn't get it actually. I opened up the link that you sent me. Give me just a second though.
Oh, so you? Oh, I thought you had the video on you of him accusing you of cheating.
I'm gonna pull it up right now. Let me see if I can pull it up.
I'm trying to find it on his profile. Albie is gonna do what Allah tells him to.
I thought.
Well, we heard him accusing me in real time last night, saying that Sam Shimon was messaging me through Discord and telling me all those answers and everything else like that too, right?
Yeah,
He said this on Life's live stream last night. A lot of people may not know, but when I contact Sam, it's through Skype. And Sam usually uses the audio thing and just talks back to me. He never writes anything out normally. So if he was telling me what to say, it would have been through Skype, not Discord.
Yeah. And let me see. I may have.
I got it. I just sent it to you.
Thanks.
I'm gonna upload something on here too. But you can't skip through videos if you upload it on here, huh?
No. But I have it here, so I'm about to show it on the screen. I want everybody to see this. So Albie is being accused of cheating by Central Dawah. So this is pretty relevant stuff here. So let's see this.
16 reporting from John 14 16. These are notes. Not to mention right there. Right? He wanted me to talk about. Now, did you notice this? I had StreamYard open. Did you notice all the YouTube like little emojis or whatever you call them?
Yep.
Because when you have you guys know this, when you have StreamYard open, from your StreamYard account, you can see all the YouTube comments, or if you're open on Facebook, YouTube, whatever else, next to their names, you'll see a Facebook, YouTube. You see what I'm saying?
Yep, YouTube.
And now if you go to my YouTube account and actually watch the debate with me and Eminem,
StreamYard.
It's right there. So
that's StreamYard.
He's accusing me of cheating.
So he's accusing you of cheating.
Yeah.
And so he himself, if he's accusing you of cheating and accusing you, Chris, of cheating, he himself wouldn't indulge in such activities, would he?
Of course not.
No. He would be an upstanding guy. He would be somebody that's not gonna, indulge in that. Like he tries to call people out for having no integrity and stuff like that. Right, guys?
Exactly.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Okay.
I would hope so.
Okay. Just checking, because what was brought to my attention was that the opposite is taking place, guys. Now, I'm gonna play the debate from last night a little bit, and I want to see if you guys noticed the same thing that we noticed. Okay, I want to see if you guys, the viewers, notice the same thing that we noticed. All right, because I'm gonna say it ain't so. We need more eyes on this. Maybe we need more moons to look at this to see whether or not.
Yeah, you looking at it. You looking at it as a Christian, bro. That's your problem.
Looking at it as a Christian, that's the issue.
You gotta translate it to Arabic.
Yeah, we gotta watch it in Arabic, bro.
Gotta watch it in Arabic. Okay. Now, we're about to see who the man is, Chris. Who the man is, right? About to see who the man is.
That's right.
All right, let's see who the man is here. So let me go ahead and share this. Oh, it's already sharing. All right, boom. Let's bring this back up. And let me go ahead and share this instead. All right. Ladies and gents, let me see if you guys notice the same thing. Let's see.
Now sit there staring at your screen like a good little puppy that you are. Strong's Concordance 115, God Logic. Show us who is the man. Me or Chris Claus?
What's the word again? What's the word again?
Athetesis. A-T-H.
Athenea is.
So we about to see who the man is, right, y'all? We finna see. We finna see who the man is, right?
We finna see who it is right here.
We finna see who it is.
Who that be, man? Who that be?
Let's see who the man is.
E-S-I-S. Logic, show it on your screen. Strong's Concordance 115. Let's see who the man is.
Fellas.
Let's see who the man is.
Not you. You're nothing but a girl.
Over. The debate is over. That's the question. That's the end of the question. All right. So thank you guys for coming through. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Central, thanks for coming, man. Spirited debate. Chris Claus, thanks for the spirited debate. You guys brought a lot of entertainment today. So Life is going to be doing the doing a little after party stream. So Life, you could go ahead and start that up. I'll send everybody your way.
What is that?
Oh, well, what's that at the top of the phone there, Logic?
What's man? How many of y'all got iPhones out here? At least iPhone like 14s and up, man. Yep. How many of y'all got iPhones? I got one. I got my iPhone here.
I got one.
Y'all got iPhones. Anybody that got the little iPhone like 14, I think is up that does it. iPhone 14s, when you get on a call with a person, when you're off like the actual call, like you're doing other things on your phone, the call bar will show at the top of your phone, just as we see it here on Central's phone. Now, here's what the interesting thing about this is. Now, everybody, if you're not watching this in big screen, go ahead and take a moment and expand your screen and squint your eyes and look really close. Look really, really close. If you pay attention and you look close, expand your screens. I'll give you a second. Zoom in if you can. Do whatever you can. It says that he has been on a call at the very least for an hour. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the debate video, if you guys can see it, it's only 2 hours and 9 minutes long. It's 2 hours and 9 minutes long. Let me just be clear. The debate video itself is 2 hours. That's including the beginning of the video when we were just getting things together and discussing stuff for like 5 minutes. And then also towards the end of the video when the debate was really over, we're wrapping up. They're talking trash a little bit back and forth. Debate's over. So really, if we really want to put it together, we could probably surmise that the actual debate was about an hour and maybe 45 minutes. Here's another interesting thing about this. On the iPhones, and I want you guys to listen. You guys see how it says 1 hour. He's been on a call for 1 hour. However, it actually could be more than that because it doesn't tell you when you get to the hour mark, it stops tracking the amount of minutes that go with the hour. So from that point forward, once you hit the hour mark, it only records it by hour. So it'll only show you 1 hour. It won't show you an hour and 15 minutes. It won't show you an hour and 20 or 13. It won't show you an hour and 45. It'll just jump to 2 hours once you hit the 2 hour mark. Okay. So just to let you guys see that this, I'm not making this up. Go ahead and mute your mic, Life. I'm gonna call you, man. I'm gonna call Life. I'm gonna call Life. And as I call Life, and he answers the phone. Now we haven't been on the phone for an hour, but this is what it looks like. You see the top of my screen? Hold on. Let it clear up. Let it focus. Hold on. There you go. Hold on, there you go. You see it? Y'all see that? Now let me go ahead and
Oh, wow.
Y'all see the call bar at the top of Central's phone? Look at the call bar at the top of my phone.
Oh, wow.
And now do you guys see the little line, the squiggly line in the same bar just across from the countdown?
Yep.
That's the audio waves. So if we wasn't muted, it would be catching my audio. Like, so let me unmute. So if I unmute, hold on, get off this. I unmute. See how it's catching my audio? Now the audio waves are moving. Hold on. Now the audio waves are moving because I'm not muted.
He was literally.
Yep, go ahead.
He was literally having somebody on the phone listening to the debate and telling him what to say.
Yep. So guys, I want you guys to know how significant this is. Like I said, the dude, it's saying that it's like it recording an hour doesn't mean that he was only on the phone for an hour. He was on the phone most likely for the entire debate, just before it hit 2 hours. Like I said, their actual debate wasn't 2 hours long. So since it only records by the hour, it's not going to record how long within that hour he was live, like an hour 50 minutes, an hour 20, whatever. He could have been live on the phone that entire time during Chris's debate.
Wow.
And if you think about it, we had 15-minute opening statements. That's 30 minutes in total. We had an 8 and a 6-minute rebuttal, let's say 15 minutes. So that's 30 minutes between the two of us. That's an hour between the opening and the rebuttal. We had 10 minutes each for a cross-examination. That's 20 minutes. That's an hour and 20 minutes. Then we had a 6 or 8 minute closing, 8-minute closing, I believe it was. So let's add another 15, 16 minutes onto that. So it was roughly about an hour and 40 minutes of a debate.
Look at somebody made an account called Shirk Dawah.
This is the epitome of shirk, isn't it?
Yes. He says my backup called. Allah told me to answer. So stupid. Guys, I just had to come and showcase this because this is I gotta be real, man. This is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing. You can't be big talking. You can't be saying who's the man. Let's see who the man is, right? You can't be doing all that. You can't be accusing other people of cheating and stealing arguments from people and texting people, messaging people, bro. When you over here, you're on a call the whole time during the debate, man. Chris's victory wasn't just against Central. Whoever was on the other line, however many, because it could have been a group call, y'all. Probably Chad, Eminem, Itachi, all of them. Chris could have been debating all of TikTok Muslims and destroyed all of them last night.
That's right. That's right. You don't want to mess with the original Quran-only Christians.
You sure don't. You sure don't, man. Y'all tell me, man, what do y'all think about this, man? Y'all, the man, what does this do for someone trying to come up and start debating on YouTube now and get people to support him? If this stuff is happening, what does that do for somebody's notoriety and their reputation? What does that do?
Like he's supposed to be doing street preaching. What's he gonna do? Pull up his phone, make a phone call, and then talk to the guy in the street and let the guy on the phone talk to him? If you're not able to debate yourself and to bring up your own arguments, why should people support you out on the street?
Yeah.
What kind of moral fiber does this person have that throughout the debate he was charging Chris with cheating? And by the way, if you guys don't see it, that's a compliment in and of itself, because not only was Chris allegedly cheating, but he was cheating with Sam Shamoon on the other line, supposedly, meaning that Chris Claus's arguments were so airtight by the grace of God that it must have been someone like Sam Shamoon helping him. Well, thank you for the compliment, Sir Dawah. My boy is very good at debating, no doubt about it, by the grace of the Spirit.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's it. Life. What you think, man? You already gave a little review. I think you did a video on this. Did you upload it yet or what?
Yeah, so the video is out. You guys can go check it out on 2.0. The video is there. I did an 8-minute consolidated video. I put a little bit more information in there as well too. I got a little bit that I want to show you guys. This tackles the part where he kept turning his camera off. So I actually went through the whole live, and I got all of the time that he turned his camera off. So he turned his camera off 4 times. In 3 of the times, he turned them off for more than 2 to 3 minutes. So watch this. And so now this solidifies what I was thinking when he kept turning his phone off. And it became a little odd to me. And I'm just like, why does he keep doing this? So let's go ahead and check this out. He got done with his opening statement. He turned his camera off.
Central looks when he thinks he's predicting everything that I'm going to say. Now, he threw his own scholars under the bus. So let's go to...
All right. Thank you for that, Central Dawah. Definitely wasn't born. All right, Chris Laws. Whenever you are ready, I will start your timer, my man.
And I thank you so much. First and foremost, I would like to thank God Logic for hosting this debate. And I'd also like to thank Central for finally accepting the debate after almost a year. Now, he did try to, what would we say, predict what I was going to say. Let's see if he's correct. Tonight, we will be debating, is Muhammad a true prophet according to Christianity? So in this debate, if my opponent brings up anything about the scripture being corrupted or anything else like that, happy you dressed up like you're going to your grade 8 graduation with me tonight, because I exposed you just as bad as I exposed you on the left. Kari, and then I've done shoved it in your throat, that debate as well. And I'm doing it in this debate as well. But Central, this is hilarious.
Now, really quick before the other one plays, if you pay attention, I'm scrolling the timeline bar. I went from a minute, an hour and 39 all the way to a minute, an hour and 42. And his camera is still off. His mic is what is it, muted or whatever? Who knows what he's doing when his camera's off? But he did it way too many times. So pay attention to what I'm doing now. These last 2, I'm showing you how long he was off. Pay attention to the scroll bar at the bottom.
Kari, and then I've done shoved it in your throat, that debate as well. And I'm doing it in this debate as well. But Central, this is hilarious. This is probably the last time that I will debate Central. The only reason I'm actually debating Central right now is because that he owed me one debate from overstatement. So all he's been doing in his rebuttals is running like a little coward like he always does. Notice the question I asked him in my opening statement and in my first rebuttal, because I knew he only had one rebuttal left. And that was, where did Jesus prophesy Ahmed? Where was it that he gave us? Where was the answer? Oh, he didn't give one. Go figure. So instead of actually answering for anything in this debate, all Central's doing is trying to...
And I gave him a little grace. It looked like those was about 5 minutes apiece. I said 2 to 3, but if you look at that timestamp, man, that dude had his camera off for about at least about 13 to 14 minutes throughout that entire debate. So that was insane. If you guys want to watch the full video, it's about 8 minutes long. It's on God Logic 2.0. I've also put in a little bit of extra stuff in there as well too, other than what we're talking about now. But yeah, so yeah, that was very odd to me. This guy was turning his camera on and off, and now we have something to solidify that awkward, stuff he was doing. Every time Chris began to speak, and of course I'm not saying literally every time, but he would turn his camera off for 5 minutes. What were you doing with that 5 minutes while he was turning his camera off? I mean, while your camera was off. I mean, I think we know now, it looks like you were on the phone getting information from people in real time because they were listening. So
now let me put it out there. Like he texted me this morning, right? He texted me this morning saying, my bad. I was, my nephew was like I guess moving around or whatever, and he didn't want 2,000 people to see his nephew. That's what he hit me up this morning about, the reason why he kept shutting his camera off. Now, you know, I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if you guys believe that. It's sad. I don't know, man.
I don't believe that.
In light of the new information that has been brought out, that's a bit hard for me to trust now. It's hard for me to believe.
Yeah, I highly doubt that was true. I mean, it could be, but four times, and then it takes you 5 minutes each time to get your nephew straight. Does Central live in a box? How old is your nephew? Like, we need this information. How old is your nephew? Is he able to free roam? Is he at the age of comprehension? Like, what do you mean your nephew? Like, we need a little bit more information than that, bro.
Bruh. Yeah, he just texts me. I'm telling him he can join if he wants.
Yeah, tell him to join. He got to justify this.
Hey, we can let Central join and the person he was talking to on the phone join too.
Hey, you and whoever was on the phone could join, man.
You know what this reminds me of, the logic? You remember when I had a debate in Clubhouse with a certain Muslim sheikh? He called his sheikh in because he wanted his sheikh to debate me. And then 5 minutes into me and his sheikh having a debate, his sheikh had to call his sheikh. Mid-debate.
Yes. Oh, that's funny. That actually happened with Jai too, I think.
Hey, one of the comments was it made sense. One of the comments made sense. He said, every time Chris spoke, your nephew came and interrupted. That's when he turned the camera off. Every time Chris started speaking, your nephew didn't come move around when you were speaking.
Yeah.
I got 5 kids. I don't have one nephew. I have 5 kids. And you didn't hear or see my children, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't see them.
Because I know how to look after children, apparently.
Jason said, my man got 5 nephews.
Hey, man, they all ran through at
back to back, you know.
I don't know what it was. Every time they heard Chris speak, they wanted to come get in front of the camera.
Oh, stop it, man.
What did he say?
Okay, so he said that he was on the phone with his sister. Let's see here.
For an hour.
He said he was on the phone with his sister. Hold on, let me see this. He said, outgoing call. He tried to send a call log 9:23 p.m.
The call log won't work. Let me tell you why, Logic. Because WhatsApp, Discord, all of these phone apps and where you can communicate with someone else, if you log off of like Discord, but you're on the phone with Discord, it'll still show as a call log, as a call. So if I was to call Chris Claus on Discord, it'll show that the same exact thing. Matter of fact, here, let me see if I can call.
We got somebody paying the jizya. Al, he says Shirk Dog pulling a Muhammadan, y'all. Since his prophet plagiarized, he just followed the sunnah of his prophet. On the other note, God Logic, great sessions with Jai. Now paying my jizya. About time.
I think Chris only has actually one of his devices. So I wouldn't be able to call him. He's probably on his device.
Yeah, I'm on my one device right now. I can't answer the computer right now.
No worries. But yeah, Discord, WhatsApp, all of these phone. So here, while he's talking about abrogation, okay, he's on the phone with his sister. What the hell does his sister want in the middle of this crucial point that he's supposedly trying to make?
Yeah, for an hour and some change. And also, too, that's a good point what he's saying. Don't believe that it's his sister, too, because he can also change the contact name, screenshot it, send it to you, and then just say that. So if he not sending you like no real time, like message thread between him and his sister, like clicking it and sending the screen and showing that, hey, this was my sister, then okay, he may have a point. But it's just so weird and odd that you're on. Why, like what Albie said, why would you be on the phone with your sister for a whole hour during this debate that you clearly got prepared for? Dude came up on there with a suit and everything, bro. You clearly was prepared for that debate. What do you mean you was on the phone with your sister?
Yeah.
Don't you know he got that suit dry cleaned specially to be buried in it?
So he
You went to go get a haircut, everything, man.
he unsent the picture of the call log. He blocked when he sent me the screenshot of the call. He blocked everything out, so you won't get any information out of it. But then he unsent the picture. So I don't know why he did that, but
I mean, at the end of the day, you can be on the phone call with whoever you want. Doesn't matter. Why? We want to know why, and why for over an hour.
It's just not a good look, man.
And if you're on the phone with your sister, right? You think that you would mute the phone when you're talking on the debate and not to your sister. But we see in the screenshot that the volume was being received by the person that was listening to it.
Exactly. The moment he was saying something, show who's the man. And while he was showing that, you can literally see audio getting caught right here. Audio is being received through that phone. Yeah, bro. I don't know. That I ain't never heard of that, bro. Somebody get prepared for a debate. He went to go get a haircut, threw a suit on, and now you're sitting there talking about, I was on the phone, but I was on the phone with my sister.
Yeah.
The whole debate.
Now, what else is kind of interesting? Danny Davis made a comment, right, in the middle of, and he said something about Muta. Logic posted. When Logic posted it, it was Chris Claus who was speaking during this time, and this was opening round. So Central went first, then Chris Claus. When Danny Davis made that comment, Logic put it up. You can hear him speak in the background saying, "This is trash," speaking to the person that he was talking to.
Yeah, this argument's trash. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the argument. Is it argument or is it "this is trash"?
One of those. I thought he said this argument is trash.
But if you want the timestamp for it, look for Danny Davis's comment, Muta, something about Muta. Of course, right?
No, I heard that too. I was talking to Logic. He did interject, and I thought he was interrupting. He did it a few times. I could say maybe about 3 times I did hear him do something like that. And I assumed he was just interrupting Chris.
That's
now
right.
He may have been interacting with whoever that was on the other side of that phone, or maybe just been saying something and kind of slipped up without knowing. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he was just reacting to what Chris was saying. But yeah, that's just a total embarrassment, man. That's embarrassing, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're dealing with right now, guys. Now he's saying, don't stoop down, don't stoop so low because your boy Chris lost the debate, man. Don't stoop low. But man, I'm just saying it ain't looking good. I sent him the link to see if he wanted to come up and clear it up and whatever. I gave him the link and gave him the link to the YouTube channel to the StreamYard. Looks like he doesn't want to. Maybe busy or something. Who knows?
The easiest way to do it, and Life was right. All he got to do is come up here, put his phone up to the screen, go through the call log with his sister, show that the names and numbers are the same. And why he's probably not going to do that on a live stream.
Yeah, but it's not even the call, Chris. It's not even about the call log. Forget the call log. WhatsApp, you'll have the same green thing.
Yep.
Discord,
Yeah, true.
Same thing. There's no getting around it. The question is, why are you on a phone call for over an hour?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of it, projecting on Chris and accusing him of cheating.
You know what it was, Albie? He was on Discord with all of his buddies in a room, and he was getting info from. That's it. This is exactly what was going on, because the same Muslims that were listening in on the call, if you watch his YouTube channel, he doesn't log into Discord or anything. He just keeps speaking right after he leaves Logic's live stream. So he never logs into Discord at all. So, and that evidence is on his YouTube channel, because he's got like 8 or 9 minutes after he leaves Logic's YouTube channel.
Wow.
So as far as projection goes, do you guys mind if I read just a couple Bible verses out of the Psalms regarding what he does? And
you wouldn't be Albie if you didn't.
like you know, atheists always say, "Oh, your God is evil," and everybody always projecting on God, the God of the Bible, really what's in their own inner hearts, because they themselves are evil, so their minds are defiled. They think in an evil way. Let me pull up Psalm chapter 18, verse 25 and 26 here, and it says, "With the merciful you will show yourself merciful. With a blameless man, you will show yourself blameless. With the pure, you will show yourself pure. And with the devious, you will show yourself shrewd." Right? Now, what is that saying? That means because by the grace of God, our hearts have been cleansed, and that we have eyes to see the beauty and majesty and the purity of our Lord. Reading the Old Testament into the New Testament, all we see is one long love story, right?
Yeah.
Of God being even in the midst of defiance, always making a way to save people. Nonetheless, though, but that's not what others see. That's not what the Muslims see, because they project on God, they what's already in their hearts due to their hearts being defiled. So it's not that God is devious, right? It's that he appears to you looking devious. It's because you're looking for a God who's like yourself, devious. Because verse 30 says, "As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is proven." Now, when we connect this with Psalm chapter 50, verse 21, here's what it says. "These things you have done, and I kept silent. You thought that I was just like you. Now I will reprove you and state the case in order before your eyes. You thought that I was like you. I'm not like you. You go and you presuppose who God is, and you look for him in the scriptures. You'll find him, but that's not him. All you're doing is erecting an idol after your own image and projecting a God then worthy of your worship. And only then you'll find that so-called God." But Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6 makes it very clear. Here's what it says. Hebrews 11, verse 6 says, "But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him." You must come to God believing who he is, not presupposing who he is. And finally, last verse, Titus chapter 1. This is right about these Muslims. Titus 1, 15 and 16. "To the pure, all things are pure. But to those who are defiled and unbelieving, nothing is pure. But even their mind and conscience are defiled. They profess to know God, but in works they deny him, being abominable, disobedient, and disqualified for every good work." Now, this is a verse about Chris Claus and Shirk Dawah. In Proverbs chapter 28, verse 1, it says, "The wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous," Chris Claus, "are as bold as a lion." Why do the wicked flee when no one is pursuing? Because their conscience is always guilty. So they're always looking over their shoulders, thinking that everybody else shares in that same mentality, that same mindset, which is a corrupt mindset. But no, we have people, by the grace of God, that are righteous and pure and that fear God, like Chris Cross, Light, God Logic, and the rest of the brothers and sisters that are in the chat.
That's it, man. That's it.
Love you, Albie.
Love you too, brother. God bless you, man.
We since we got a couple of things I want to before I close out here. Somebody asked on Luke 16:16, does that mean that no like major prophets will come after Jesus, basically like Old Testament prophets? What you say, Albie?
Yeah, so Jesus says, and I'll read it for the benefit of others, right? Regarding John the Baptist being the last of the Old Testament prophets. However, in the New Testament, we have New Testament prophets being sent out again by Christ under the new covenant, right? So Luke 16:16, it says the following. It says, the law and the prophets were until John. Since that time, the kingdom of God has been preached and everyone is pressing into it. Now we see Jesus says very clearly in the same Luke chapter 11, verse 49, look at what the wisdom of God, Jesus says. Therefore, the wisdom of God also said, I will send them prophets and apostles. Notice, I will send them prophets and apostles. Some of them they will kill and persecute, that the blood of the prophets, which was shed from the foundation of the world, would be required of this generation. So Jesus is going to send prophets. Let's see if we find in the book of Acts prophets. Acts chapter 21, verse 11, right? And I'm going to read from verse 9, even though 11 is what we're going to focus on. Now, this man had 4 virgin daughters who prophesied, speaking of Agabus. And as we stayed many days, a certain prophet named Agabus came down from Judea. When he had come to us, he took Paul's belt, bound his own hands and feet, and said, thus says the Holy Spirit. Notice again, thus says the Holy Spirit. So shall the Jews of Jerusalem bind the man who owns this belt and deliver him into the hands of the Gentiles. Why were we named Christians? Acts chapter 11, verse 26 and 27 will tell us. And when he had found him, he brought him to Antioch. So it was that for a whole year they assembled with the church and taught a great many people, and that the disciples were first called Christians in Antioch. And in these days, prophets came from Jerusalem to Antioch. And what did these prophets do? They named the disciples Christians after fulfilling the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 62, verse 2, where it says, the Gentiles shall see your righteousness and all the kings your glory. You shall be called by a new name, which the mouth of Jehovah will name. And last verse, Ephesians 2:20. And it stops there. Having been built on the foundation of the what? Apostles and prophets that Jesus Christ said he would send out in the New Testament. Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone. So the apostles and the prophets are the foundation, as Jesus Christ is the chief cornerstone. Now, with the last prophet dying, John, from that point on, prophethood ceased. And now we prophesy the already written word of God, since the foundation has already been built.
Thank you for that, man. So I hope that answers your question for the person who asked about Luke 16:16. And that's it. That's going to conclude this stream, man. Really interesting development here. With Central Dawah during the debate with Chris Claus, was on the phone for over an hour. Says that he was on the phone with his sister since he was babysitting his nephew. Me personally, I babysat my goddaughter, and because they were out doing things and busy, so I don't think that I would have been on the phone for over an hour for the parent of the kid that I'm watching. They wouldn't have time for that. But I don't know, maybe my life is different. Who knows who he was on the phone with during the debate? If he was on the phone with other Muslims, Chris did a 1v5, 1v1, 1v7, 1v2, 1v3, 1v more than Central. 1v more than Central, man. And that's it. Any last things y'all want to say, man, before we close out?
I just want to say, I'm a parent. I have 5 children. When I had somebody watch my children, I did not want to call that person and talk to them for an hour, because that was my hour away from my child for me to do what I was planning to do without my children around. So it doesn't make sense that she's going to plan to do something without her children, but yet spend an hour talking to her brother about her child.
Absolutely. I just want to say too, remember, Central Dawah, he doesn't need money. He's just doing Dawah that requires money.
Oh, another thing I want to say too, Logic. When we did that review last night, just of my Crossfire, like my 10 minutes of it, every time Life paused the video, you were laughing or you were making some type of face.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
It was random too, bro. You had too many facial expressions during that, bro. You right, man. You ain't a good moderator, bro. You was reacting to too much.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm a rookie at this. And so the next time I host a debate, hopefully it's not someone as funny as Chris or as funny as Central, and I'll be all right. I'll be all right, man. I allowed myself to enjoy it, you know.
Well, you could have turned your camera off.
Why would I? I'm the moderator.
Okay, and we just need to hear you, not see you.
Nah, man. The show start here.
Well, if Logic would have turned off his screen, Central would have said that Logic was trying to call me or something.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Logic is sending him arguments. See, y'all needed to see me to absorb. So don't let your good be spoken evil of. That's what the Bible says.
Yeah.
Praise God. Alhamdulillah, Yeshua. All right. Well, with that being said, you guys, we said this to say this. Keep your eyes open. Have discernment. And always be aware. Because when you are debating a Muslim, you most likely are not debating a Muslim, but you are debating the Muslims. You're debating.
I like anything, but I like anything. I like anything.
I just had to do you like you did me.
I roll punches, man.
Hey, I want to just say one more thing before you go, and this is the Central Dawah. Central Dawah, I never responded to the videos that you make about me cheating. Instead, I watched the debate on the big screen, and this came to my attention. And payback is not on my time, it's on the Lord's time. Vengeance is his, he will repay. You've been repaid.
That's it.
Look at that.
That's it. Matter of fact, it's not only has he been repaid, but they are already in his comment section. Getting at him. They already in his comment section.
Oh man, his YouTube videos, they are ratioed so bad in the comment section.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Let's go. Let's go on and get out of here, man. Let's go on and get out of here. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be blessed. All right.
I like anything. 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 Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. But I like anything. I like anything.